Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to Kerrash Landing Episode 8, recorded on the 30th of November 2013. I'm Commander Kerrash, and today I'm flying with my co-pilot, Commander Alpha Rats. In this episode, we'll be playing a little more Kerbal! Everyone loves Kerbal's space program. So, where we left it the other day, we started another career mode up, messing around on a few things, but I've got a few interesting things to do tonight. So Alpharat is desperately trying not to swear because he's currently playing COD on PS4, and it's a rage-inducing game. But we don't care. We're all grown-ups here. But I burst out laughing in between. That's why. Okie dokie. So, we didn't get very far last time. Let's see how much science we actually have. We have a whole boatload of science, yes. I actually did manage to get some successful mission earlier on today, all the way to one of the moons of Kerbin. We could do some really good science here, but I think what's probably going to help is if I do another same mission but take one of the science modules up. I think that'll really help. Which parts do we use? Heavy rocketry, that would be nice. See, the Rockomax engine would be good, but we need quite a bit to make it worthwhile. Fuel ducts, no, they would be worthwhile. Let's get those. Definitely. We're gonna need an adapter to do anything useful with that. We have. Let's get that. There we go. So, we've got some more heavy rocketry, so now we can build something a little bit more manly in the process. Okie dokie. Start. Here's one I prepared earlier. So the trick is with this, get all the fuel to be used up on the external engines first, and then I can get this top section further into orbit. The issue I'm going to have with this now, actually, if we try and fit a couple of science modules on, we are going to have some issues trying to fit all this around here. Maybe we can just go for a goo canister, that'll give us some extra science. Just the one. Do we have the mobility enhancers? No, we don't have any of those. That's a shame. So ideally we'd want one of these on here, but I think this is just going to be too much weight. Let's try it. It may be man enough for the job, I don't know. Maybe it will. We try and the rocket max. No, 9 fuel, RCS. RCS is handy, but really we're not going to be doing a lot of manoeuvring up in space, so. Yes, sorry about that, alien. Yes, I shouldn't be allowed to go into space with a cold. I'm sorry. I think we can ditch these lights. They serve no purpose on the previous mission. Now this thing did actually successfully get to one of the moons earlier on today when I wasn't streaming. I can guarantee you now, when I am trying to stream, it will all go horribly wrong. That's my luck. Never works for me. But hey. Yeah, I think that would be the case, alien. If I sneeze on Mars and then a billion years later it'd be a new life form. Let's see if we can get to another planet and we'll test that theory. I doubt very much. I'm probably going to screw this up royally in the process, but hey. That's just my luck. I've got a little a surprise to show people later on. There's a few more people on the stream. There's something specifically elite related that I'm going to show people. Nothing crazy good. It's not like I've got insider knowledge or anything. It's just something funny I made earlier on today. So let's see if we can get into orbit. Is try and keep under 200 meters per second. I'm watching some of those videos I told you about yesterday. If I go much higher than that, it's just a waste in this altitude because the atmosphere is going to be dragging against me. It's a pain in the ass to balance, but here we go. There we go, I missed it as I was explaining it. Hopefully, in theory, we can empty all these external canisters first, ditch the excess weight, and then just go down to the single rocket in the middle. Should give us enough thrust to get out the remainder of the atmosphere. We're at about 10 kilometers now, so I'll start banking slowly. Where are we? That gives us a 16 kilometer apoapsis. Yeah, it is kind of an optical illusion actually, yeah, it looks like you're going really, really slow when you initially take off. Oops, I'm not paying attention to my speed there. Yeah, you are travelling ridiculously fast, like this now, you know, the background's moving very, very slowly, but I'm moving 200 meters a second, which is insanely fast. I can't even convert that into miles an hour, I don't know what that is. It's lots, it's a heck of a lot, yes. So we're out the majority of the atmosphere now. I can kick these rockets into extreme speed. I need to get it to something like 2 kilometers a second horizontal speed in order to be in an orbit. Let's check where I am. Okay, coming up to separation. Boom! Get rid of those. Nicely separated. Target speed there. So we want to try and keep this apoapsis going out, but we want it don't want to use too much fuel, so we want to try and keep it about 40 seconds away from where we are. And don't really need to exceed like 18, 19 kilometers. Alpharat's just got taken out by someone in COD. Multiple swear words incoming. So we got over half a tank left, which is better than my attempts the other evening. Alien, there you love the Kerbal's face in the corner. He's so excited. He's so happy. He's technically in orbit. It's a suborbital trajectory, and he's, you know, at this rate he's not going to make it back. But hey, you know, if I was the pilot, I wouldn't be as happy as him. But he seems to be loving it. So whoops, that is a really tight snap around there. Oops, nice. Whoa, let's bring that in a little bit. Come on. Whoops, that is a fiddly. Right. There we go. Close enough. Right, so we need to get an extra 650 meters per second, approximate 37 seconds full burn with this engine on 100% power. So let's kick it in now. Now I don't know whether it's right, but I tried to get the timing of the burn and the node point matching. Seems to work well. So we're nearly at 2,000 meters per second, which is great. And I got fuel left. My God, it's almost like I know what I'm doing this time. Famous last words. 10 minutes and I will cock it up. Okay, and 60 meters per second to go. There we go, 0.4 meters per second. There we go, that's pretty close. Where do we get to? So we've got a periapsis of 72, apoapsis of 91. That is a really piss poor non-central orbit, but hey, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get to the second moon. So yes, the little thing I learnt was this moon is actually a heck of a lot easier to get to, so providing it's in the right path. So nope, that's going to be no good. We're going to have to aim. Where are we looking? Roughly here. Let's try here. Trick is to try and get the orbit to go out at roughly the same time. No, miles away from anything. Yeah, this is the problem. This moon is also on a bit of an inclined orbit. Peaks down a little bit. Here we go. So where are we looking here? So a little bit of an encounter there. Let's bring this back in. Whoops. Tiny encounter. Of course, because this moon is lower gravity and not smaller, the problem is you have to use a heck of a lot more fuel in order to slow yourself down when you get close to it. It's a real pain in the backside. Here we're going to go 300 kilometers above its surface, and we are going to skim straight past it because the gravity is so low, but that's not a bad thing. Estimated burn 51 seconds in another 20 minutes. Hey, evening there, Petrus. How you doing? Yes, it is Kerbal killing time, and I did run the benchmarks. I got a on the 3D Mark 11, a P7100 roughly, a little bit higher. Tried a few more benchmarks, but they just they suck. So gave up. Alien Twitch chat is playing up again. Oh God, damn it! I blame all these PS4 players. You know, Alpharat is shrugging at me. That's all this streaming they keep doing. It's just no, it's all the streaming. I blame that. Okay, so this is a one heavy ass rocket. Let's try and get it locked in position, ready for this maneuver. We've got 20 minutes to maneuver, so we've got plenty of time to set it up. Let's get it locked in place. There we go. So that's where we got to aim. We'll get there in another 23.5 minutes. I'll leave the Skype group open as well, so if the chat plays up and anyone's got issues with it, just give me a shout on there and I'll try to answer back on there as well. Is this you doing? Whoops, I left it a little late there. Never mind. I nearly missed the node, but I kind of have missed the node, but it's a bit of a narrow window for error there, so I might miss this encounter. How are we doing? We've got about a fifth of fuel left. Oh dear. Don't know whether we're going to be able to get to this. The bright side being is the last stage on top. It doesn't need as much fuel to escape the lighter moon anyway, so in theory I can use the final stage, landing stage, to slow us down as well. So whoa, so we are looking at a, well, that is a heck of a wobbly window. Let's get rid of that maneuver. So at the moment it cannot calculate whether or not we're actually going to be able to do that, but hey, we've still got a dash of fuel left. We can use that to slow ourselves down. We're going to come up for an encounter with the Mun here. Where is it? Where is it? No, actually, no, I see what's going on there. We swing back around. But our Kerrash is actually set up really nicely there. We could re-enter on that orbit if we were just going for a flyby, but I want more than a flyby. I want to land on the damn thing after all this effort. So here we're coming up to encounter 765. This is hours skimming by in a matter of seconds. 1 hour, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. We're going to have to slow ourselves right down shortly. The problem is, until you get up close to an encounter, it's actually difficult to tell which direction you should be facing in order to slow down. That's the pain in the ass. There we go. 10 minutes. 8 minutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie. Let's see where we are. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Right, we are now in an encounter with Minmus. So, let's turn this puppy around. Where is it? There it is. A little tiny frozen rock in the distance there. Set ourselves up in the right direction to slow ourselves down. We've not much fuel left in this, but we might as well use the little bit that's left just to get us heading in the right direction. Not even enough to get up to. Oh no, it is. There we go. So our orbit is 300 meters a second, and we've probably only just arced that in a tiny, tiny little bit. So, whoa, have to push that rocket away. That was on full thrust then. So, right. So if we keep thrusting away from the direction we're traveling, we'll bring this periapsis down in. Actually, you know, I think it's probably better to bring that periapsis down if you're closer to it, you know. Yeah, I should be doing that. That's what I've been doing wrong. I've slowed myself down too early. It's kind of that nerve-wracking thing. It's like, am I really gonna make it? Am I really gonna make it? So let's wait until we get another 2 hours floating away at this direction. So we've only got to drop down 180 meters per second, which is not much on the grand scheme of things. So we nearly needed 3 kilometers a second to get out of here. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We seem to be having network issues here. Okay, we're bringing this orbit in. We're bringing it in. Bring it in. the orbit velocity for Minmus at this sort of distance is like tens of meters a second. There we go. So we're in a nice little orbit around this moon now. Completely eccentric, but hey. You, Petrus there, you read... No, Alien, sorry. You read last night about the US government claiming the Sea of Tranquility is a US national park because they have property landed there. Stupid logic, yes. I thought there was a treaty claiming that no one could own anything outside of the Earth anyway. Hey-ho. Yes, I am drinking again tonight. Woohoo! So let's slow ourselves down again. Let's switch this periapsis around. How much fuel do we have left? Not too much. Okay, so I was doing 25 kilometers. That's a nice distance. Okie dokie. So obviously, as I've said on previous streams, the most efficient point at which you should maneuver is at the periapsis or apoapsis. So I've been reading and watching from other streams and whatnot. So that's where we do a burn here to get ourselves in a nice circular orbit, because we're wildly eccentric right now, and this is bloody gonna make life really difficult. Yeah. Okie dokie. Another 1 minute. Oops. That's much nicer. So you need 53 meters per second. Yes, we might have a few network issues. We're just testing to see whether everything's working on the stream here. So. Okie dokie, so we've got quite a bit of fuel left. Okie dokie, whereabouts are we? I have completely lost sight of the damn planet. Moon. Oops, I apologise. Yeah, Alfred's just spotted I've actually got the wrong game streaming. Whoopsie. Never mind, never mind. Oh, it's all about the Delta V, isn't it? This is my problem, is I don't want to be burning fuel for no good bloody reason, but I'm in a crappy orbit here and I really need to get it in a better position. So we're going to have to do this really, really daft maneuver here to spin ourselves. Ah, and that's not going to work, of course, because Minmus is rotating ever so gradually. Never mind. Alright, let's just ditch this maneuver. That's not going to work for us. Let's try and do this manually. Get our backsides down on this planet. I keep saying planet, it's a tiny, tiny little moon, isn't it? So, here we go. Okie dokie. Now I'm regretting taking those lights off. Never mind. dokie. Right, so we're pretty much in a vertical descent now. Where are we? 60 kilometers away from my first landing. See, there is genuinely a site there. See? Okay. Okay. So we're having. Okay. Okay. So the stream isn't showing up on PS4. Never mind. We can't take advantage of the market of new gamers. Not that they'd be interested in old fuddy-duddies talking about 30-year-old space games. There we go. They're all too busy playing Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all that sort of shit. Yes. I concur. Shit. Never mind. You just can't teach these people. Yes. Yes. It might. It might smell bad, but you know. So I can see nothing. I have no idea. I'm 500 meters from the ground. Apparently, I cannot see anything. I really should have saved it prior to now. I am on a really, really bad incline. I am in such a shitty place here. Look at this. I can see the incline of here based on the rocks. This is gonna be... Yep. Whoa! That is bad. But fortunately, based on the gravity of the situation, this moon is so light that we can probably roll this thing over. We just need to get it to land safely. Let's just let the... Yeah, unfortunately the position of the the trajectory was really, really bad. But yeah. Yeah, but the gravity's so low that it's just... Stop rolling, you son of a bitch. Yeah, gravity is so low that it's just kind of rolling around without issue. That would do nicely, except the hatch is not exposed, so let's... You gotta love these flywheels that they use. They seem like magic, but no, they genuinely work in space. So there we go. Worst landing in the history of ever, but... Here we go. We are at nominal speed. See if we can get this... get ourselves round into the daylight so we can actually see where we are. Okay, we landed on possibly the worst, lumpiest area of the moon, but hey, that's just my luck. Now we can open these goo canisters and get some fantastic science. Problem being is, where on earth is... Oh yeah, of course the radar dish is on the bottom side where we crashed, so... There we go. That is a heck of a trajectory. Look at that. Look at that. It's not even stable. We're gonna have to leave the SAS on, I think, to try and keep it from tipping over. No, I don't think those back feet are even touching the ground right now. Nope. This whole thing is a wobbling mess, waiting to crash. But let's beam that data back home. Use up all that lovely energy. It's all just a fine balancing act. So, problem is, I get this guy to go EVA, he's probably going to tip this damn thing over. Yes, this is how low the gravity is. Whee! Let's plant a flag here. Oh dear. I'm sorry for the chat issues. I honestly don't know what is wrong with the chat. Obviously it's been playing up for a few days. Let's keep that fantastic data. Look at this. Okay, we've got to keep this. Nice. There. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I think in the process of jumping there. Ah yes, I've just tipped the thing over. No, that's terrible, terrible news. Get up, you stupid Kerbal. Get up, get up. Oh my word! Come back, come back. There we go, right. That's good enough. Don't trip over. You stupid Kerbal. So let's, can we store our experiments? Store experiments, there we go. Take our surface sample. EVA report. Take another EVA report. Keep that data. Right, now where was... oh dear, he's done it again, hasn't he? Right. Let's just roll it over. Roll it over. And we'll send some of this data back home. All that lovely science. Not enough electric charges because we have one solar panel and the other one's covered in dirt right now. There we go, so we get loads and loads of science. But of course the best thing of this is we can beam it back, we get some science, which is pretty good, scientific value. Send that back as well, but we can also, if we get our Kerbal back safety, we will get even more science. Gotta love that science. Okay, so let's get him out one more time, get him to do another EVA report, and then try and bring him home. Yes, keep that data. Observe that mystery goo. Keep it all that fantastic scientific data. Running out of electric charge, we gotta send the data piecemeal. There we go, so let's keep us a crew report as well, so I think we got lots of data here. We got EVA report, surface sample, the goo canisters are all set up nicely with data. There we go, that's all the data sent back. Stopped transmitting. Love the folding animations on here, it's great little detail. Alien there, do you ever land in the light? It's the best place to do it, unfortunately I'm crap, so only occasionally.
We did actually do a really good landing today.
Yeah, see, I've got proof today. I did actually manage to land reasonably well. Land about 0.1 of a meter per second instead of tumbling down a hill. It's like 6 or 7 meters per second, which is, you know, what we. That's shockingly bad. I know. I just seem to suck like that when I'm being watched. I don't know why. Let's get ourselves out of this place now. Get ourselves into a nice little orbit. We've got a little bit of fuel. Let's get ourselves back into an upright position. Retract those landing gear now. They're no longer any use. So it's just a good job that the gravity on this moon is ridiculously low. Otherwise we would be well and truly screwed. Things are not going well in Call of Duty. So let's get ourselves up into that ballistic missile territory. Where the heck is Kerbal? Look at it. This is the problem with an inclined orbit. I really am bad at kind of judging where these things need to be. I need to try and keep this down, keep that up, twist this around, twist and shout. So that seems to be the biggest problem with Call of Duty is teenagers waffling. Mute the lot. I agree. If you can't mute them, neuter them. Damn them all to heck. Things are really not going well. Okay, we gotta say. Oh, we don't want to escape curbing. My word, that would be.
1 for 8. Oh my god, that's impressive.
Okay, we really need to bring that down a little bit. Periapsis.
Right, I think I've got lag.
Might be this.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, we are causing major issues. God bless the streaming. Just yeah. Okay, let's just get out of this orbit because I cannot seem to get in a good position there. So 5-second burn. Where is that node? There it is, up there. There we go. Let's get ourselves out of here. Dee. Oh, sorry, missed a couple of questions there. Your co-pilot voice isn't coming through on the stream. Yeah, I know. I'm still struggling to figure out how I can get 2 microphones going through on here, so we're just kind of independently messing around on various games at the moment. So that probably came through. Aliens refraining from giving an opinion on Call of Duty.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry, I've got a fucking solid opinion, I think.
No, it's just we got a nice shiny PlayStation 4 here, and we have to do something good on it. So you know. Sorry, Petra said, why do I think that game got 1 billion in 24 hours? The money came from someone. Yeah, that's right. And Nate on there, yes, they can hear me too. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, we haven't got a microphone or anything in the PlayStation, so.
Points for doing absolute nothing. 2 for 12.
That's the way to do it. 5-second burn in this direction.
Got an assist.
If I don't crash into the surface of this lump of ice. Ooh, a slingshot ram behind the back.
Killed a dog!
Yes, you heard it first. Oh, I missed the node. What a moron. I missed the node by a long thing. Oh dear. Let's just get out of this or just break away from this. Right, that'll do. Let's get away from this one. We have still got half a tank of fuel. That's pretty good. It's better than my previous attempts anyway. Come on, never get this damn thing to select. I think it has to be like free floating or something before you can actually... Yeah, there we go. Okie dokie, so there's the apoapsis, we're miles away from it, there's the periapsis, and we need to bring this right down. So let's drop this down. We need to get right back within the atmosphere and use that aero braking there. Doesn't have to be too low, just enough. 55 kilometers will be enough. And that's 250 meters per second, 17-second burn on full power. That's easily doable with this rocket. It's a nice powerful rocket. So let's try not to miss. It's going to take us 3 days to get back. It's great when you've got time acceleration. Oh, Naton means wet dog. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm terrible for other languages. I'm just no good at them at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! Let's get this down. 13 minutes till our target. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie, let's get ourselves in burn position. There we go. Kill off that speed. Kill off that auto speed. It's kind of ironic that going out to the further moon is actually an easier mission because of the lack of gravity, but I never would have thought of that. There we go, 29 kilometers above the surface, even better. Plenty of fuel left to slow us down as well. Looks like we could land quite close to our previous mission. So here we go, it looks like we are re-entering the atmosphere now because time acceleration is stopped, which is handy in this game actually, because you'd really suck if you had your time acceleration up to maximum and it all just exploded in your face. That wouldn't be fun. Oh, Petrus, is that a new Penny Arcade comment? I haven't checked in a couple of days. So we're going to start burning up before I can slow myself down adequately, but hey. At least slowing ourselves down is going to help. Fortunately, the heat shielding on this game, they haven't fully implemented something that uses that at the moment, so you don't have to worry about your little craft burning up in the atmosphere, which is very handy. Seems to be pulling slightly to the right. I'm worried about that parachute. I had to stick one parachute in a bit of awkward position. I think that might have made us off center. Now we've lost all the weight. It's 2,000 kilometers a second. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yep, now we're starting to burn up. Oh, that lovely heat entry, re-entry effect. Awesome. Oh dear.
I played it better.
hardcore COD. So I wonder if that debris, yeah, it looks like that debris might have bounced off. I wonder if it's actually going to just skim over. It seems to be maintaining its altitude better than we are. Oh, on the subject, I better shut up and get the parachutes out. We're getting close to, oh dear, in the middle of the mountains as well, so we've got less altitude to go. Where is that altitude sensor? Launch those chutes. One drogue, one main chute. Hopefully, oh no, yeah, that debris is well and truly going to explode long before us. So, return the.
Oh, fucking hell.
Unfortunately,
Taste that.
my dog has a problem this evening. My dear. I missed that, Veigar. Sorry, what did I miss here? There's a plus there. What was that? I missed that part. Oh, the man-made debris there. It seems does it survive? Is it rolling down the hill? A little bit of it survived, I think. So 5 meters a second. That should be survivable for a land. I'd hate to say the word impact, but that's what it is. Look at it. Oh, yes! All that lovely science stored in there. Woohoo! I think my dog is ill. I really do. He has a gas problem at the moment. There we go. Look at that. 97 science earned on this mission. I'm impressed with that. That's a pretty good mission. We've got 214, and we can start looking at some of these other things. What do we got here? Look at this. Ooh, the skipper. That's a nice big engine. What else have we got? Oh, that would be handy. The Mark 1 lander can, the command pod. Monopropellant. Ooh, the extra large parachute. Now that would be handy. That is something which should give us help. Here's some interesting things. Actually, the old storage container, the docking ports. We could start to make some complicated missions with that. You know, make some, maybe even set up a space station. If that's what everyone would like to see, we can do a little space station. Now we've got the tiny little parts here. We could make little probes. It would help. We can.
Fucking got stuck because this fucking dog is in the way.
Even the latest consoles have glitches. Extra battery pack would be handy. Photovoltaic panels, they'd look awesome. There's a lot of science just for something that looks good. Alien. Every time I say lovely science, you hear the song "Blinded Me with Science." Oh, see, these would be, yeah. See, they're handy, but they're not worth 160 science. I mean, come on, they're basically a couple of ladders and a barometer. That's not worth all that. And a thermometer and a little ladder. It's just the landing strut, landing gear. It's okay, but we need all this aerodynamic stuff to make any use of that. Difficult decision. I'm thinking best thing would probably be all of this docking parts, and then we can start making a awesome looking space station for no other reason than it just looks cool. Right, let's see how we can do this. Actually, in the meantime, whilst a few of you are watching now, I'll show you what I built early on just for fun. Let's go back to my other game. La la la. Has anyone seen Stigron tonight? Actually, I thought he would be about today. But there we go. Elite. Here we go. One flight in progress. Where did I get to? find out where my flight was left. So I had a little bit of a play around here on earlier on, and as you might have just guessed by seeing that screen, I made an Eagle Mark III. Well, as close as I can get to an Eagle Mark III anyway. Which seems to be... Oh yes, of course, yeah. The only way I could actually get this thing to work is I'd have to basically turn the chains on. There's no way anything like this would be A, aerodynamic, or like B, even be able to hold enough fuel to actually do anything useful. So, yeah. Oh, and you need RCS as well. It's maneuvering thrusters. But surprisingly, once you actually get into orbit, it does have really good maneuverability. You just don't stand a chance of getting into orbit, so I guess that's gives Frontier their excuse for planetary landing. These things just aren't physically capable of doing it. That's what I'm going with, and sticking with it, just for a bit of fun. Let's get this spinning. La 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 ya da 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 da. I do like the cockpit view. It's as close as we've got to Elite Dangerous yet. Hopefully next week I could be streaming the alpha. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with it. The thruster's working relatively well. Ridiculously high thrust though. I shall. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, it looks okay. Yeah, I must admit it's not too bad. The only trouble with it is it flies like a brick. You know, this was definitely must be an Imperial Mark III. It was built for looks and nothing more. So spin that around. I got the double set of landing gear there as well, which is quite cool. You know, it will actually land. It's completely front heavy, but hey, it will work. So I'll spin that around. I was thinking of making a couple of other ships, but it's up to you guys. I mean, if you wanna have a quick argument among yourselves on what other ships you might want to see, and maybe I can run through building one a bit quick and trying to mock up some of the classic elite ships. I'll let you argue amongst yourself, and I'll be back shortly. Oh dear, I leave you alone for a few seconds. So what have we got then? So Veigar wants the Cobra Mark III. Naton wants the Panther Clipper. We were discussing the Panther Clipper earlier on. It's, I think it's Alpharat's favourite, isn't it? Your favourite? No, it's not your favourite, but it's one of the ones you like. So.
It's the one that I'm going to use.
You're going to use it most in Elite Dangerous. Thunderbird 2, Fab 1, Stingray. I probably wouldn't be able to do as much justice to those as I could the Frontier ships. I know those a little better. Cobra Mark II. Maybe. The ship in Button Moon. That's easy. I mean, most of the Kerbal contraptions I end up making end up looking like that. What else have we got? The Mark II doesn't. Oh yeah. The Mark II wasn't it like scrapped? Wasn't it because it was had lots of issues. We can make it here. Hi, Shorty. How you doing? We're making random ships. Here's the Cobra. No, how dare I? The Eagle Mark III fighter. It's actually very, very movable, but feels like a brick in atmosphere. Whee! Artificial gravity in a space station. Yes, it is actually possible. I've seen someone do something like that. I can always make up a ridiculously large space station. We do that first, and then I'll make a Cobra. The thing is, I mean, the Eagle is quite an iconic shape, and it it fit quite well with the parts you had in this game. But the Cobra is a bit more boxy, so it would probably actually be simpler to do in this, but it probably wouldn't look as impressive as something like that. So let's just make some crazy contraption. Throw all the cheats on and just go nuts. Do all sorts of silly things. So can we make something with artificial gravity? Let's start off with a panel. A lowly panel. Get my symmetry on. This big. Let's start off a little smaller. So I'm thinking if we, oops. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Three divisions, which I think is 5 degree each time. So we should get right in there. 1, 2, 3. That is a large structure. So the only way this is going to be possible is with cheats. I mean, if you were really damn determined, you can sit here and make this entire thing in segments and take it up one piece at a time. I am not that determined or bored, so yeah, not gonna happen, not tonight anyway. Maybe separately off the stream I'll do something if I can get it working, and it'll be a nice little treat next time. And I just realized I don't need to do this, actually I can replicate sections one at a time, so so are we now? This is going to be insane if this actually works. Get close. Oh, there we go. That worked. Just need one panel on the top there to finish it off. Turn off the symmetries. We don't have issues. Just that last panel. Where are you? There we go. 2, 3. There we go. Nice thing. We shall call this the donut. Now I'm hungry. Oops. Undo for the win. There we go. Save the donut. So here is our ring. Now we need something. Look, I gotta make a Death Star. Can I make the Enterprise for you? Somebody has actually made the Enterprise. Oh my god! I will download it and I will show you the Enterprise. It's actually pretty good interpretation of it. So what can we do with a giant ring in space? Well, we've got cheats on, so we can have infinite fuel. So we need a command pod. First of all, we're going to need a command pod because we're going to need to be able to control this. Secondly, we're going to need some thrust to set up a spin. but no, it's no use using separatrons. Well, I don't think so. I mean, separatrons would provide a constant thrust, so maybe that would work. Let's set this up. Where are we looking? One on this side. Damn thing's not working. There we go. Woohoo! That's a bit bigger. Just this little one. We don't need a great deal of thrust here, you know, it's... This is probably going to be more than enough. Right, there we go, right. So I'm not concentrating on the questions, sorry. Don't forget the sprinkles on the donut. Aliens were, yes, we're going to have to make a Death Star. Death Star would be awesome. So now we've got a couple of thrusters on here. We're going to use cheat, so we don't need to use fuel or anything. There's only one other thing we need. You have to have it. It's a necessity. We are going to need to make something worthwhile to go around this. And I would recommend a rover, perhaps, because that's going to be funny. We'll make a little buggy. So that's too big. Where's the smaller one? There we go. Smaller one. Set on there. Oops. And we need where is it? Where is that damn thing? Actually, if we I'll get this right in a minute. I should have prepared. I'm sorry, I should have prepared for this, but as a suggestion only just came in a few seconds ago. I don't know how I could have prepared, but nasty. Ouch. So now we need to put wheels on this. Where are the wheels? That's just too crazy. This thing's going to be too wide to go around. Stigron! Ah, welcome to the stream. So, how are you doing this evening? I apologise for the delay in chat. I'm not being ignorant, but it just kind of shoots up a little bit. We're having issues with streaming at the moment. Good evening, good morning, and good yes. It is rather confusing, all these time zones. So let's give ourselves infinite fuel on all this. Hack gravity, and we don't want these separated stages to go. We just want to get this thing into a nice orbit. Actually, I mean, whee! Whoa! Wait! Woohoo! 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 So that didn't work very well. Okay, yes, I should have realised I need to get this up away from the ground. So basically we hack gravity, and it basically does exactly what it says on tin. Turns the gravity off so we can do whatever we want. So let's chuck a ridiculously large engine on here. We can get this thing up into an orbit position first. Oh, Stigger, you bought Kerbal Space Program. You got really frustrated with the tutorials that leave you in the middle of things. Yeah, it is. The tutorials are a pain in the backside. They really don't give you enough information to get anywhere. And yes, that's right. Yeah, the demo gives you a better impression of how to play the game. Absolutely. Yeah. I dare not throttle this thing up too much because this engine is ridiculously powerful. Oh my god, is it powerful! Yeah. But I must admit, once you actually get into playing the game, there is a lot of stuff you can do with it, so that's really nice. Yeah, that should snap under the pressure, I must admit. But I've turned gravity off, so technically there's no just pushing against anything. I'm absolutely cheating, yeah. So let's get ourselves up into a ridiculously high orbit, so we don't have to worry about crashing. There we go. Oh, no, if we turn off the thruster, we're going to come straight back down, of course. Whoa, whoa, and it snapped. It snapped. Whee! No, unfortunately you can't repair objects. We did find out actually you can repack parachutes, repair wheels and things like that, which is handy in space. Unfortunately you cannot repair broken struts and various other things. It's just too complicated. And yes, Stigron, yes, Scott Manley videos, really good Beginners 101 videos. That's how I learned how to get anywhere on this game. Before watching his videos, I kind of played the demo, felt that it sucked and just walked away from it, never touched it again. Oh, no, I think we have got a split there. Yeah, we've... Oh, dear. I should have joined those last two parts. Yeah, these last two bits here. I didn't actually join the damn things together, so let's... How are we going to do this? Yeah, that would work. Another one here, another one there. Kerbal duct tape, gotta love this stuff. The strut connectors are probably the best part in the entire game. As soon as you get those, it opens up a whole bunch of different options on things you can do. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to make spaceships. The damn things wobble themselves apart initially, but as soon as you get the old strut connectors in there, you can practically make any random shape thing you want and stick it together with the old duct tape. Fantastic. Come on, right. Right, let's concentrate this time. Oh, damn it, see, it's still not connected. Friggin' how? Oh, Stigrin, sorry, you're missing out. Sorry, yeah, so earlier on today, I made an Eagle Mark III, just for the fun of it, just because we can. So then I asked everyone just a little while ago what other things they'd like to see. So at the moment we're making... we are making a giant donut to test artificial gravity around Kerbal. And I'm going to get the little Kerbal to get out and run around it. I was going to make a buggy or something to go around on the inside, but that's way too complicated. Plus I don't think I'd be able to make a buggy small enough to fit inside the ring. Is it connected now? Don't seem to have any... No gaping holes? Wonderful. Giant ring. Totally cheating, of course. We got infinite fuel. Turned off the gravity. We're going to get this into up into space, out of the atmosphere, and then. Oh, look at that thing! Oh my god! Oh my god! Whee! Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, this thing does not spin around particularly well. Oh, but of course. Let's deactivate this engine. Spin it around. Too much. Okay. I am sucking so badly at this. Let's try this again. Aliens tempted to buy this to make a 1-to-1 scale Death Star. You have more patience than I. That would take a heck of a long time, but it would look thoroughly impressive. So if and when that happens, absolutely send me the download. I will get some mods and all installed on here if we have time before the alpha, and play a couple of other silly little things, especially the Enterprise. I will get the Enterprise on here because I think that would be a great thing to fly around in. I have seen someone else play with it, and it is ridiculously fast. Obviously, it has a crazy powerful drive. Yeah, there is a lot of people streaming the alpha and stuff now. It's all suddenly come out of the woodwork. We'll see what happens with that. I'm glad to see the extra publicity myself. Sturgun, so I want to generate 1G then. If you give me the radius of the object, we can calculate the spin speed. Okay. Oh dear, what is this? We're looking at... Well, I know this lander can at the bottom here is about 2.5 meters. So these panels are probably about 3 meters across. You've asked me a question here now I wasn't prepared for. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 11, 12, 24 in a circle. So we've got 3 meter segments, 24 of them. I don't know what that. What would that work out of? Quite large anyway. So let's get our little Kerbal out. Shut down this ridiculous engine. It's like Halo, only worth watching. Yeah, we don't want that to get in the way yet. Start these little mini boosters on the outside edge here. Of course, the problem is now is my my centre of gravity is way off. So yeah, let's come back, come back. Of course, I have to detach that because the centre of gravity, that is spinning ridiculously fast. This is going to be way more than 1G. I really should have slowed this down. Oh my word! Look at it! Look at it! It's going to crash into this damn thing. Woohoo! That's definitely way more than 1G. My word. Of course, the problem is with those wheels constantly spinning like that, it's just going to accelerate. Oh dear, dear God. This poor little Kerbal. Diameter is around 7.6 meters. I mean, that would seem straightforward. Same about right. I mean, these Kerbals are like less than a meter high, I think, so. This thing's spinning. I have no idea what velocity it's going at now. It's crazy fast. It's so fast. Woohoo! Yeah, sorry. That's what I thought was staggering. Yeah, the circumference is 24 meters, so the diameter is about 7.6 meters across. Yep. I have no idea what that would equate to in G-force, but so I wonder actually if I save messing around with having to detach this thing, if I duplicate it exactly opposite. No. Oh yeah, maybe I could. And technically, the weight ratio is going to be identical. Plus, I'll have 2 Kerbals to sacrifice. Test. Let's try that. We're going to have to switch these around. Just give this one a just there. That one is you. We don't ever really need to fire you. And save that. Calculating the centripetal acceleration. Oh no, actually, Stigman, sorry, their circumference is 24. No, there's 24 panels with a length of 3 meters. So sorry, that circumference should be 24 times 3. Sorry about that. I just realised. Assuming it's going to be quite low, actually. This atmospheric dragon will be sorted then. Nearly kilometre and a half per second straight up. Should be good. And yep, let's just turn that off. We're not going to slow down a great deal now. Oh, right. Right, here we go. So let's shut down this engine. These engines. Carousel spinning. Yay! That's much better. You can see the center of rotation is much more realistic. Let's save it here. We've got this now. And get Bill Kerman to go EVA. Okie dokie. Hey, slow yourself down there, Bill. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back. Here we go. This is very disorientating. I can't tell which way is up and which way is down. Oh, my word, I think it's actually working. I really think it's working. He seems generally stuck to the ground right now. Yep. Yep. Well, a little bit of collision detection error there, but yeah, apart from the fact that he's rolling around on the floor and doesn't know what to do with himself, because it's the AI probably doesn't know that that's a floor. He's generally stuck down. Crash is trying to create a wormhole. If I spin it fast enough, do you think I'll get one? Maybe that's how hyperspace works. So the radius is 11 meters, diameter is 2.2. Yeah, sorry for that, Stephen. I think the whoops, slowing down there. So problem is now is he's bounced off the surface. He's probably actually slowed this thing right down to a crawl. It seems to have slowed down quite a bit. So let's get him back in here. Because if I leave these little thrusters on the outside edges rotating, they're just going to continuously accelerate. But let's leave him going. Just hop him out. Come on, Bill Kerman. I want you to jog around this insane space treadmill. Whoa, 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 slow down, slow down. Less is more in space. I think our rotation seems to be slightly off center, so these thrusters are so there we go. And he now to me, he looks stuck to the floor. He's rolling around. He genuinely looks stuck to the floor. I think we've proven that you can actually make artificial gravity. Hey! It's that good a simulation. Yeah, or it's completely bugged. So 8.83 rotations per minute. I think we're doing more than that. Let's have a quick count from here. Let's get the clock up and have a look at this. So from the top of here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Science. So 14 seconds for a full rotation. Petreska, yeah, a lot of hand wavium involved in making this. So actually, I've been ignoring my little Kerbal, but he does seem genuinely stuck to the ground. I'm quite happy to leave him now. We could make an entire Corolla space station like this. That'd be cool. Sticker, and there is a problem there. The object that is a little small because of the angular velocity is a little high for comfort. Yeah, this guy I imagine would be throwing up severely right now. You would not be able to deal with this. But it's a proof of concept. We could make one, a kilometre wide, like space stations in Elite. That would be fun. Alien world's first space hamster. It's not rotating on center. Oh no, it appears to be rotating around the thing, but we're looking at this from the Kerbal's point of view. If I actually switch to the ship, there we go. So there is the ship. I'll put the moon in the center. You can see because I've made it symmetrical, it is rotating quite nicely there, and our little Kerbal is haplessly stuck to the outside edge, and he can't get away. If I had a radius of around 200 meters, then 2 revolutions per minute would work. That'd be good. That's no problem. No, I don't mind trying it. I thought it was an interesting little thought experiment. There's something we could try out. It is a great game, yeah. I'm glad I bought it as well. There's so much you can do with it. I mean, when they finally finish doing all of the add-ons and stuff they're considering for the final release. I mean, I've been reading stuff about the Point 23 release. There's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff going on there, which is going to be great. Definitely, you want me to go faster? Okay, let's get this little dude to go back and speed it up. Increase that gravity. Of course, now I'm going to have to get him to get away. He can. Yep, he really needs to. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. He's going to have to grab out of one of these modules, which is going to be interesting. Actually, I'll just reload it. I'm just going to cheat. Yeah, it is really interesting. Some of the stuff they're doing, like we were talking about last night. The rovers and everything else you can do in the game is going to be a lot of stuff you're going to be able to do. I mean, if you can start making space stations and things with this sort of complexity, and this is just like a hacked together version of it. I mean, oops, I just forgot to shut down that engine. Then yeah, I mean, crikey, the things you're going to be able to do in the full version with all of the various mods and all on it, it's going to be insane. So let's leave that at 2/3 throttle. That looks too fast to land on. Look at that motion. My word. I've lost sight of it. Oh, yeah, we're 200 meters away from it already. That's not good. I don't know whether we're going to be able to catch up with this. We're trying. We're trying. Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got an issue there. So when... Yep. Okay, let's reload that. I can see parts of the engine flying off, so when the little Kerbal jumped out of the bay, he caused enough of a judder that the engine started flying off. Oh dear. Okay, so what's that? The radius is 225 meters. That's the comfort zone. You get 1.99 revs per minute. That'd be cool. If the radius is... oh yeah, that would be 450 meters diameter. Is that root 2 diameter? Root 2 circumference, sorry? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Let's get this thing spinning. Let's just try 1/3 thrust. Get built up in a second. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I saw someone done something similar to this before. I was quite surprised actually done it. Someone else has done a video on YouTube. It was really impressive. They even managed to get a little buggy going around on the inside of a ring like this to prove that the simulation was good enough for this to work. And obviously it is, and it's bloody impressive that this engine, which has got all this detail in already, in its unfinished state. Oh, this is fast. This is fast. Oh, 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 ow, ow, ow. I mean, relative to him, this is like hitting the ground like 30, 40 mile an hour, I suppose. The poor little Kerbal's been spat off into space. Oh dear. See, what I should do is I should leave this in orbit, actually, and see if I can get my Mark III Eagle out. It does look a little bit wonky, doesn't it? I wonder if the... Yeah, I suppose actually when you think about it, yeah, look at it, you can see it bowing slightly. It's kind of not egg-shaped but oval-shaped. I think what's happening is the increased weight of those things on the outside edge there are making it stretch. You can see it stretching. That's how good the simulation is. It's calculating all those forces involved there. Yeah, I really don't think I can make it any faster, Alien, I'm sorry. It's a giant washing machine in space, basically. So, let's just... That should be faster. There we go. Whoa. Come back, Mr. Kerbal. Come back, Mr. Kerbal. I think what I should do is I should leave this in space and then crash into it or something else. Because, whoa, what on earth happened there? Whoops. I found a shortcut key for time warp. That's unfortunate. Ah, little Kerbal's flying up towards Kerbin. Dunk! The sounding bomb knocks him out as soon as he hits the damn thing. Oh, whoa! Whee! Come on, little Kerbal. Come on, little Kerbal. Ooh, nasty. I cannot get this damn guy to... This thing seems to be accelerating quite rapidly. Ah! Slow down, I cannot get near the damn thing now. I get the distinct impression I'm going to get smacked by... Oh no, just missed it. I was going to say, I'm going to get hit by one of these engines. See, this is the problem. You turn the camera slightly, you get that impression of the position you're in. You realise how close you're... Oh, whoa. Yep, I cannot see. Oh dear. That's accelerating very rapidly now. And we're starting to get that oval shape going on again. I don't think I can land. Oh dear. He's off again. Yep. Oh dear. He's gone. He's gone. Bye, Kerbin. Yeah, unfortunately it's a lot faster now. It's going to spin itself apart, I think. Yeah. It's going to snap. So let's... Yeah, it's quite impressive. It really calculates all the forces. You can see if you know, had something spinning too fast, it would literally shake itself apart. It's really clever. I've actually thought of all that. Let's just put this up at maximum velocity and see how oval we can get it before it just snaps to pieces. The other great thing about this game, obviously, is well, I don't think I've explained this before, but if I left this in a oh, there's my Eagle. If I left this in a stable orbit, right, all the engines are just flung off the outside edge there, there's debris flying away. This is going to shake itself apart. Well, all the excess weight is gone now, so it's technically symmetrical. Don't think it's going to shake itself apart. Yeah, I can't escape this flight. Good. Accelerating. Oh dear. How fast can we get this thing? I want to see bits falling apart. Yeah, so I mean, if I set this up in a stable orbit, you know, an actual little space station, you can leave it quite happily, go away, make another part, come back, set up multiple missions at the same time. One of the things I didn't go over this thing? Oh, of course, yeah. We have a slight issue here. Yeah, we can't get away from this thing now. This thing is under constant acceleration. And it has no curls. There we go. Let's get rid of the fuel. Under acceleration. Why is it still under acceleration? Just shut it down. Apparently it's still under acceleration. Wow, we're gonna have to leave it. Never mind. Oh yes, before I forget, I'll show you for the guys that have just joined. Actually, I have an Eagle Mark III. So here's actually, well, before we go any further, this is the what did I just? We just clicked on it. Lets you see all your missions. What's it called? Damn it. Tracking station, there we go. So you can get the tracking station here with the satellite dishes. You can click on here to look at all of your previous missions. You've got running. Any active missions will show up on the left here. You can jump around to any one of your missions. You can have multiple missions in different places. And here you go. In true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. The old Eagle. It's the Eagle Mark III. Well, as close as I can get to it in Kerbal. It's not bad. It's a pretty faithful representation. Oh. Except we need infinite fuel to power this puppy because it's way too small to have realistic amounts of fuel. Woohoo! Unfortunately, no lasers. Sorry, but no lasers. Whee! So, let's go back to the old space center there. So where did we get to? We were going to do some ships, weren't we? What time are we looking at now? I'm going to try and keep this, so we're about an hour and 30 at the moment. I'll try and keep the stream down to 2 hours or less because I have issues trying to upload anything beyond 2 hours. It doesn't work. See if we got some other parts. See what we've got in the space plane department. We can have a bit of fun over here. So one of the cool things of the full game is you get a bunch of pre-built planes you can play with. This one's wacky. Let's try this one. This would be pretty cool. Yeah, check it out. So I don't really use these a lot when I'm actually playing in career. Well, in career mode, you don't get space planes until way further on in the game. Let's wait for it to get closer to morning. Speed up time. Come on. Yeah, I think I just saw my donut go flying off into the distance there. Oopsie. Here we go. So we're coming up to sunrise. Love the cockpit on this. Right. Kick those engines in. Throttle up. Obviously these are turbojet engines, they require air intake, so you can see on this
side here. So difficulty getting up into space, but we can at least get ourselves flying in the atmosphere. But of course, hacked gravity. There's nothing stopping us from flying off into space for no reason. But no, it's pretty cool, these things. I mean, they're handy for getting around. You can get extra science points for going around to different places on Kerbal. You don't have to actually leave the planet. If you land to the South Pole, for example, you get science points for that. So lots of interesting places to go without even leaving the planet. And at first, I mean, particularly on the demo version, there doesn't seem to be any point going to these different locations. But when you actually have the science points to get, scraping every last little bit, doing test flights is well worth it. So open up the other parts. And you're gonna reach flight plan, so I wonder how vertical we can go. That's not bad. Still over 44 degrees. Closer to 80, 90. Can we keep it there? So keep it there. So the air intake at the top right there, we just nearly completely run out of fuel because we're going so far up into the atmosphere. Here we go, intake air. If we lose intake air, there's a risk these engines will shut down. And you can hear them throttling right back. I'm just going to we're going to go to 33 kilometers. That's pretty impressive height. We need to just come down a little bit. Yeah, you can see these engines are just pretty much ground to a halt now. They're not producing any thrust. So we're going to actually go a little fraction lower. Get ourselves a bit more atmosphere. This is the problem with these engines. They're very, very good, very fuel efficient for getting you up in the first place. But they just don't work as soon as you run out of atmosphere. As soon as you go into the upper, thinnest part of the atmosphere. I hardly hear my voice over the engine. I apologise. Let me zone that down to 50%. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Yep. Like I said before, though, the problem is I can't hear myself back without producing all sorts of feedback. So yeah, this Kerbal doesn't seem particularly happy of my flight trajectory. Well, we've dropped down considerably. We've come back down kilometers. So let's. We're starting to heat up a little here. So we're going very, very fast now. Here we go. You can hear the engines kicking back in now. So we're capping out about 500 meters a second, and you can have some fun with these things. You can do some pretty good missions to various things. It is possible to make practically like a whole shuttle thing. The issue is obviously getting them up in space in the first place. They're not really capable of getting to space themselves, just like the real shuttle is. And the biggest problem with them is they are not much use for anything else, which is a shame. But I mean, you can set up something with a couple of rocket engines on it now, and give yourself a boost. So I could try that. Actually, yeah, let's try that. Get up into the upper atmosphere, and then we'll kick in the ridiculously powerful engines. What have we got? So let's try the nuclear engines. Might be interesting, actually. The atomic motors. I wonder if we can just stick one in the back here. Oops. There. Doesn't that look insanely unsafe? Do we care? No, we don't care. Let's set that in the second stage. As soon as we get up closer up into that highest point of atmosphere, we'll kick in this ridiculously powerful engine. It's not the most powerful engine, it actually only works efficiently when you're completely out of the atmosphere, so it's probably the worst engine I could have chosen for it, but it looks cool, and it's an atomic motor. Yes. Nuclear for the win. And it's so heavy on the back now. I doubt this thing is going to actually be able to take off safely. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm really fighting for this thing to stay upright. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, we're going to have to rethink this design. That's not how you do it. Let's try that again. 24-second flight. Longer than most Kerbal flights. So we're going to have to put this in a position where it is going to... Just plonk that on there. That'll work lovely. So it's the most powerful engine. Why? Because we can. There'd be no rhyme, no reason for this insanity. So I need to get this thing. Oh, I can tell you what we could do actually. We've got infinite fuel on. It doesn't really matter what we're doing actually. So let's just stick 2 of these beauties on there. There we go. We might burn our fins off in the process, but hey. We don't care, we just want the rocket boost. Haha! I didn't actually stage those properly, did I? Let's readjust it. That's one of the handy things actually, is you can actually adjust the stages down here if you've forgotten up the top. I can just take those 2, drag them into another stage, and they'll kick in later. So hopefully this should be... seems a little back heavy. It's just naturally twisting backwards, but we're meant to do that. Let's see. Love the way the intakes light up, so you can see they're working. And ooh, where are we? Let's spin this around. Come on. So we get up to about was it 25, 30 kilometers before they run out of fuel, something like that, wasn't it? And we just shut down all these engines. Kick in the old rocket boosters, get us into space, and that off-axis thrust is gonna it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Who else has bought it? Yes, I'd like to know actually if anyone else has bought it, what they think of it. I'm loving it. I think it's great fun. But, oh dear, oh dear, oh. We have a stability issue here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We don't want to go vertical. That's not really the most optimal. Definitely don't want to be going that way either. Oh dear. This is not going well. This is not going well. I have no idea what happened, but for some reason we lost all controls. Probably when we kicked into the upper atmosphere, it... And we're slowing right down. We're going to be dropping in a second if we don't... Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about on the way up, the off-axis thrust we have there. This damn thing's just going to spin around like a crazy person. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have to get this thrust centralized for it to work. How can we do that? I suppose we could take 2 of these engines off and swap them for something else. What have we got? So these ones are... These ones are good. Yeah, let's swap these out. So we've got a turbojet engine. How do you investment in there? Oh yes, so you have try swapping 2 of these. So we got the best of both worlds here. The aero spike will work with oxidizer. That is the great thing about them. These need intake air. This needs intake air. But these will work with oxidizers, so they will act like rocket engines when we get further up. But we can use them all the way. Woo-hoo! These spikes are ridiculous. See, they kick in and they keep going. These turbojet engines. Oh, oh my dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. I have to shut these down and fire them back up again separately. In the atmosphere, they are going to overheat rapidly, so I'm going to need to gradually work my way up. Get ourselves higher up into the atmosphere, and then we can kick in these crazy engines. Now, what you can do actually is you can set up little hotkeys in the when you're building the craft. You can set up little action groups, they call them, so that you can turn each one of these engines on and off with little hotkeys. I've never bothered doing that. But the problem is if I turn one of these engines on before the other engine turns on, I'll start going into a flat spin. So, but I can just cheat. I can turn all the engines off, turn them on quickly, and then gun for it. Let's do that now. Activate these engines again. Oh, I missed one. There we go. Nearly went into a flat spin. Stephen, yes, I agree. It is deceptively complex and entertaining. This game, it's got a lot of stuff in it you can do. It's really, really interesting. It frustrates me when something like this quietly comes out and people aren't even aware of it. You know, it's nice to see it get some publicity and people start talking about it. And I think it's definitely it's going to get more interesting. It's going to get bigger. So here now we are getting to the point now where our intake area is going to start going downhill. Whoa, yep, losing it. And we're actually, whoa! I've never actually successfully burnt up on the way out of an atmosphere without turning off gravity or something. It's impressive that these engines are powerful enough to heat up on the way out of the atmosphere. We're going a kilometre a second and we haven't completely exited the atmosphere yet, so I guess we really need to start getting out. Shows these turbo spike engines. They are fantastic. These are the puppies that you want if you're building space planes, because they. Oh, we are technically in orbit. Check that out. We have got. Oh my word! Geez, nearly 200 kilometers. That's better than most rockets I've built. Let's circularize this out. You know, I may start to use some of these things to build a space station. This design seems to work really well, actually. If I could make it big enough to carry something useful on the way up, we could do some interesting things with it. So we're now technically out of the atmosphere. We are technically in orbit. Oh, Stephen, sorry, I missed your question there. The problem is the target audience is people like us. Yeah, exactly. And it's hard to get the US going. Unless you take a risk, yeah. The demo is great, but not good, yeah. I'm sorry, it's not great, but a good start to know, yeah. And the full version. Yeah, it is a word of mouth thing, and I think that's where YouTube has helped a heck of a lot with this game. You know, it's like I didn't really know about it until I started watching some things on YouTube, and I thought, actually, this is really quite interesting. So hopefully YouTube will start to get the message out for it. Oh, you don't use this launcher? Well, I use the Steam version, so I haven't had any issues with the launcher yet, so I can't comment on that, I'm afraid. Get us going, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. You meant us, not US. Apologise. Yeah, I love these turbo spike engines, they work so well. I definitely want to make up some shuttle missions now. I think this would be great fun. Let's see if we can... Look at this. A shuttle mission, look at it, check it out. We have a space plane. Actually works. Let's get our little Kerbal to go EVA. Check it out. Okay, you might want to turn your back on, yeah. Look at that. Check out the view. You should have shut the engines down before you jumped out, Bob. You can't wait to sorry, Stigger, you can't wait to see my Elite Dangerous videos. It's the only chance you get to see the graphics faster than 2 frames per second. I certainly hope so. It was an expensive graphics card, so it bloody well should be. I hope so. Oh, and we are coming up to 2 hours now, so I better pull the plug on the stream. I'm afraid, guys. Sorry. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Stigrin. I'm trying to keep, like I said earlier on, I'm trying to keep the stream down to 2 hours. Otherwise, I have issues trying to back it up on Twitch TV. So I got a few minutes left on there. And tomorrow, no, it won't be tomorrow. On the next stream, we'll have some more fun. We'll get back to some other games. Any comments and suggestions? I mean, you guys can leave it in the forum. Any other games you want to see? Any other ideas, things you want me to do? I'll try and build some more ships of the ones you guys suggested offline, and then I can show you them all in the stream. I try to do things offline as well, so I've got something else to show you in between. So with that, I shall bid you all adieu. Farewell.